Yo, 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 yo. Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV, back at y'all with another live for the night, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive day, man. I'm at the crib just chilling right now, man, feeling extremely thankful, blessed as always, man. You know what I mean? Got some good things coming up in the works right now, man. I will be at Gervonta Ennis versus Cody Crawley's press conference Friday afternoon at the Wells Fargo Center, man. I'm definitely going to be there. You know what I mean? Being media, you know what I mean? Probably get some questions set in Bozy Ennis way, Gervonta Ennis way, and things of that nature, man. So be on the lookout for that. Also, if you're in the Philadelphia area, man, come check out Pivot Boxing Academy, man. We're going to be having an amateur show at the boxing gym. You know what I mean? Displaying some of the best talent that's in or around the area in the amateur boxing scene, man. Be on the lookout for that one. And that's pretty much it, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be doing a little bit of content creating. And I'm gonna be putting my coaching hat on as well, man. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. If y'all could hit the like button on the way in, it'll be very much appreciated. You know what I mean? And this is something that I wanted to say too. You know what I mean? This is something that I definitely wanted to say. And I'm glad you said that, stop motion MMA. I'm gonna give you guys some clarity right now. You know, I have been getting a lot of messages speaking about being banned. You know what I mean? Being banned from the lives and not being able to speak, and you know what I mean? They were wondering why they were getting blocked and stuff like that. So I had done my research, you know what I mean? And I had noticed that there was somebody who had a wrench on the channel that when we was getting off of the stream, that they were kicking off some very important people that are a part of the nation. You know what I mean? Orlando Finney was one of them. He was blocked. Southwest Dice was another one that was blocked. You know what I mean? I believe Sean Terrence was blocked as well. They had blocked my girlfriend, bro. They blocked my girlfriend. It was just a whole bunch of people, like specifically people that donated to the channel was some of the people that I had noticed being blocked on the channel. Yeah, Sean Terrence was one of them. And my apologies for that because I absolutely had no idea what was going on. You see what I mean? And I can't point out exactly who did it. I'm not here to make accusations at all, but obviously there's somebody who had a wrench that was taking advantage. You know, and you know, I'm not the one to ignore anybody. So, you know, if you see that, you write in comments. If you're watching this right now, right? Even if you're watching this after the replay or whatever, and you're noticing that your comments are being ignored, please let me know, man. My social media is right here. Reach out through social media and let me know. You know what I mean? If you're a contributor to the channel. Now, if you're doing some fuck shit, you know what I mean? I might not unblock you because if I recollect the situation where you was being disrespectful or something like that, then you know most likely I won't acknowledge it. You know what I mean? I will keep you in the block list. There's a few hundred people that's blocked on my channel as of right now, but you know, when I was looking through it, man, I seen a lot of people, a lot of important people. You see what I'm saying? And that's my apologies, Orlando. You know what I mean? You know, I didn't do it. You know what I mean? It was somebody who obviously was, you know, behind the scenes blocking people. So I'm under the assumption that, you know, there was people that had came into the chat room, you know what I mean, was speaking. I mean, was just letting shit play out. And then after I would get off of the stream, then they'll start blocking everybody that was in the thing. Deanna was somebody who constantly contributes to the channel, man. She sends a lot of her hard-earned money to the channel. She had been blocked as well. I noticed there was a pattern of like, you know, blocking people who send super chats. You see what I mean? So as a result, man, I had to really go out of my way to, you know, take away some of these wrenches. This is not something personal at all. Stop motion. You one of the coolest dudes on the chat. You know what I'm saying? But I just had to keep it to a minimum just to subtract, you know what I mean, problems. Now, I'm not saying that you did it at all. I'm sure it wasn't you. You see what I mean? I'm sure it wasn't you at all because you actually one of the more positive figures in the chat. You know what I mean? I fuck with you heavy. This is not disrespect at all. I just want to make that very clear that this is not disrespect at all. You see what I mean? What's going on is there's somebody that's attempting to undermine my channel. This has happened once before, and I got that cleared up. You know what I mean? I guess I got a little generous with the wrenches, and as a result, you know what I mean, somebody's back on the grind, you know, trying to take down my channel or get rid of my supporters. You see what I mean? Yeah, J Cash, you know what I mean? You've been around that long where, you know, somebody went on a random blocking spree. Yeah. And they blocked, like if you didn't have a wrench, you were pretty much blocked. And I had to really go to the community setting on my studio and really, you know, and the more that I was looking through, the more important people that I've seen. I'm like, damn, no wonder why I haven't seen comments from him. Like one of the most coolest dudes that was in the chat, Tesla Marley, he was blocked. You know what I'm saying? He was blocked. Davon Dawkins, you were blocked. Davon Dawkins, you were one of the people that was blocked, man. I was wondering, I'm like, yo, what happened to everybody? You see what I mean? I'm like, yo, what happened? Like, I was wondering, I'm like, yo, I haven't seen this person in a long time, I haven't seen this person in a long time. And the whole time they was watching and commenting and they wasn't getting acknowledged. Yeah, Orlando, I'm not, bro. It's all love, bro. You part of the nation, my brother. Like you know what I mean? Like I said, you give me the respect I give you. We all good. That's it. It is not hard to give somebody respect, especially if they giving you that. You see what I mean? So you don't never got to be worried about that. You feel me? Um, Southwest, I went through the replays and I was looking, and I guess when you go through like the live chat replays, it doesn't really show you who's being blocked or anything like that. So, I went back and I checked, but it wasn't showing me anything. I didn't see any like statuses in the live chat saying like if you're in the live chat while the live is like actually going on, like in real time, you can see the people that's being blocked. But that person strategically, whoever it was waiting until I would end the stream to go on and block the people that was in the chat. You feel what I mean? So, like I said, if I took your wrench, that's my apologies. I got it down to a minimum right now, specifically the people that's in my group chat, because I actually know who they are and I know they got good intentions and shit like that. Stop motion, like I said, you one of my guys. There's no disrespect. You know what I mean? I just got to find a way. You know what I mean? I'm going to start giving wrenches back little by little, but I have to really, subtract. I gotta start doing a process of elimination to see exactly what's going on. So as of right now, I think there's only like 4 people that have wrenches, and only one of them is in the building right now. You see what I mean? So until further notice, yeah, Southpaw had a wrench, so it could have been possibly him. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But regardless, he no longer has one, so I ain't tripping. Oh, there's a tornado where you at, Chris? I hope everything goes well. I hope that tornado goes away and doesn't really harm anybody, man. You know what I mean? Blessings to you and your family and all your loved ones that's in the area. I hope nobody is affected, you know what I mean, that bad off of that. But shout out to Jordan Sheriff, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, my apologies, you know what I mean, for not being aware of what was going on. There was a lot of important people, like I said, that was blocked, that wasn't able to communicate with me in the chat. So that was not me ignoring you. I don't do that at all. I acknowledge everybody that's in the chat. We got 15 people in the building, man. Hit the like button. Let's get the likes all the way up. You see what I mean? Like I said, I acknowledge everybody's comments as long as they're respectful. The last took my car and hit my boxing gym. Wow. Damn, bro. I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's insane, bro. Philadelphia, we don't get earthquakes, we don't get none of that. So to hear somebody else speak about that, that's insane, bro. I'm very sorry to hear that, man. If there's anything that we could do as a collective to help you out during your situation, man, let me know. You see what I mean? My apologies for what's going on with you. That's a very tragic situation. Insurance is clutch. Yeah, it's a good thing to have that. No, I'm just saying, Chris, you need any type of, you know what I'm saying? Just hit me up. Just hit me up, my brother. You know what I mean? We could probably work something out. We could probably make something happen. But shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Let's get to this boxing talk. We got a few things that we need to discuss. You know what I'm saying? We got some few. Yeah, my apologies, Orlando, man. You know what I mean? I'm apologizing. You know what I mean? That's what I noticed though. A lot of the people that contributed super chats and stuff like that to the channel were the ones that was blocked. So somebody was definitely pocket watching. You know what I mean? They was trying to be hurtful to the channel. They trying to stop the growth or whatever. But thank God. Shout out to Boxing Film, man. I don't know if he's in the building right now, but he was the one that had pointed it out. Like, yo, why was I blocked? And I'm like, I never blocked Boxing Film. You know what I mean? Boxing Film always is a part of the conversations on the lives. You know what I mean? We always, you know what I mean? Make sure he's being heard out. We listen to his opinions and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of confused. Then thank God I took the time. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna unblock Boxer Film. Maybe that was a mistake. Then when I look, bro, everybody and their mom blocked, bro. I'm I'm like, wow, like what the fuck is this? You see what I mean? But like I said, I'm glad that Boxing Film had pointed it out. Silk's Bando was another one that was blocked. Yes, Silks, you were blocked as well. I remember being like, yo, what the fuck, Silks? Crazy, bro. Absolutely crazy. You know what I mean? So this is obviously somebody that's in tune, with the nation and shit like that. They know who contributes. You know what I mean? They know who's a frequent name in the chats, and they went out of their way to block some of the most significant people. Tesla Marley, you were another one that was blocked, and I had to unblock you, my brother. You know what I mean? You one of the most positive people that's in this chat. I never heard you say anything negative. You know what I mean? And they ended up blocking you, and I'm like, what the fuck? I would never block Tesla. What the fuck is going on? You see what I mean? So yeah, Chris, no, you weren't, but there was another one by the name of Chris OY, and I noticed that he always comments and he always leaves the hashtag men's mental health. You see what I mean? And I didn't see it for a while, so I'm like, damn, like in the back of my head, like I keep all you guys in consideration because I communicate with you guys basically on the daily. So when I don't hear somebody for a while, I'm like, the fuck? Like, I wonder what happened with them and shit. Cause there's no way for me to communicate with them. A lot of them outside of YouTube. So you know what I mean? Yo, Silks. In all honesty, bro, I have really no idea who could have done it. I wish I had an answer. I really looked through every live that I could. You know what I mean? Probably like the last 10 lives to try to figure out exactly who was responsible for it so I could get them the fuck up out of here. I was able to figure it out the first time because they did it in real time. But unfortunately, because, this definitely happened while the stream was ended. They waited until the stream was ended, and then they just pretty much went through the chat and started blocking people piece by piece. You feel me? So G-Bo was another one that was blocked. Yes, G-Bo was blocked. You know what I mean? These are like some of the most significant people in the chat being blocked, bro. It's crazy. As you guys' names are coming up, I could recall me unblocking you, taking you out of that community block list. So that's what it is, man. Shout out to the nation and the mob. We in here and we back in effect. Yeah, I took his wrench. He probably was the goofy who did it. You know what I mean? I was surprised that he still had one. You see what I mean? But I have no idea, man. I don't know what happened. Maybe it was him just being petty. But regardless, he can't stop what's in motion, my brother. You know what I mean? So we got him unblocked. You know what I mean? We got we got guys in the nation unblocked, man. We getting rid of all the goofies, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? We gonna continue riding, and we gonna continue doing what we doing, and that's talking that boxing, and you know what I mean, contributing to the boxing world in the most positive way possible. You know what I'm saying? The nation is strong, baby. The nation is strong, baby. We ain't going nowhere. That's an actual fact, my brother. I appreciate you with the positive words, man. I was just hoping that people wasn't coming on here like, oh, come on, Mark, you going, man, what the fuck, man? You know what I mean? I appreciate everybody being positive, man. That was really out of my control. You see what I mean? But we got that situated. So let's get back to the boxing talk. You know, keep it real and knowledgeable. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Lorenzo with the $2 super chat. He says they can't stop the movement. You see what I mean? Absolutely not. They can't. There's nothing they could do about it, man. It is what it is. You feel me? You know what I mean? Yeah, he talked crazy about my son and shit like that. But you know what's crazy? It's not even my character to speak about anybody's kids. You know what I mean? I spoke about his fat ass wife and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But kids, I don't really talk about kids. That's not my thing. You know what I mean? And I take that with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? He'll do anything to try to get under people's skin. And I already put my offer out there. I offered him. You know what I mean? I told him I will go to Chicago. I said, let's put up 20K and let's fight. You know what I mean? I'm 4'11". I got health issues, right? It should be the easiest 20K of your life. I know you need that 20K because you only make money off YouTube. But you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know, he never acknowledged it, even though he see it. I sent him personal messages. Definitely got delivered to his phone. Don't want no smoke. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? It's only so much I could really talk about with that dude. You see what I mean? But you know, it is what it is, bro. I ain't tripping. But yeah, Stop Motion MMA says Adama has finally been elevated. Yeah, I seen that, and it's about time, man. This dude Jamal Charlo, You know what I'm saying? I don't believe he defended his WBC title in over 1,000 days, literally multiple years without a single defense. Just the WBC belt just collecting dust while this man is going through his issues. And then when he does come back to the sport, is at a catch weight of 164 pounds. So that just lets me know that, you know what I mean, the WBC gave that man more than enough time. They were being very generous. They pretty much held up the middleweight division. They held up middleweight supremacy, you know what I mean, just waiting for Jamal Charlo to get back on his feet. But according to the news, this man gets caught with a DWI, driving while intoxicated. And I had to understand what was the difference between DUI and DWI in Texas. And apparently, if you're 21 and over, it's a driving while intoxicated. If you're younger than 21, then it's a DUI, driving while under the influence. I don't really know. I don't really know the difference. I feel like they're the same shit to me, but regardless, that's what Charlo got caught with. They said that he pretty much got in an accident and tried to take off from the accident and shit like that. Very, very unfortunate situation, man. This man is falling off the deep end. And, you know, we really got to prioritize our mental health as men. You see what I mean? Because, you know, Jamal Charlo, he grew up in boxing. He grew up in a sport that sanctions violence. You know what I mean? So when you're a boxer, you have this stigma of being a tough guy. And with you being a tough guy, it's like you got to keep that energy with you all the time. Even when you feeling like, okay, Matthew, I don't really recognize you, my brother, but no, as a matter of fact, I unblocked you too. I unblocked you too, but I don't remember you having a wrench. But anyways, let's get back to let me get back to this real quick. I'm not trying to get this. I'm not trying to get distracted by the comments. Um, what I was saying was, you know, when you got that, when you're a boxer, you got this tough guy stigma. You see what I mean? You gotta be a certain way. You can't show any emotion because, you know, at the end of the day, you a world level boxer. You know what I mean? You a tough guy. What is it that you possibly can't get through? And as a result, man, you build up all this, you know, I don't know if you would consider it toxic energy within yourself or something like that. Just a lot of negativity builds up in your head. You bottling it up, and it gets to the point where you bottle it up so much. I can't even say the word. I'm out here fucking up, but you suppress it so much that, you know, it starts to wear on your mental health. You see what I mean? I'm sure that's exactly what's going on with Jamal Charlo. I know he had a lot of family issues, divorces and stuff like that, splitting from his high school sweetheart. Maybe that took a toll on him. Heartbreak probably was a thing that was going on with him. Had some legal issues as well. I think he was fighting for the custody of his kids. And, you know, it got to the point where his situation was so toxic, his brother didn't want anything to do with him. Jamal Charlo completely cut Jamal off. You know what I mean? And refused to deal with him because of the woman that he was dealing with, to the point where Jamal's wife is fighting Jamal's wife publicly. And, bro, it was extremely messy. So I think that with Charlo going through so much outside of the boxing ring, I think he resorted to alcohol. You know what I mean? I think because he always drank alcohol. I remember being up 2, 3 in the morning and seeing this man on live drunk talking shit to people. You know what I mean? I was talking to him one time. He told me fuck Philly and all this shit because he had a problem with J-Rock and all types of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, he would drink and he would talk crazy. Like, he one of them dudes that when he drink, he get liquid courage. You know what I mean? He started talking real greasy. That's just the type dude that he is. And so I always knew that liquor was a thing with him. But I feel like it started to, you know, intensify as he started to go through these bad situations. You see what I mean? I think he resorted to it. And as a result, he ended up drinking so much that he became dependent on it, which is how you become an alcoholic. You see what I mean? I think that's exactly what happened with him. I'm not too sure, though. I'm just going off of the information that was put out here publicly. And, you know, that's just what it is. You see what I mean? It's highly unfortunate. He has a similar path in comparison to Adrian Broner. But Chris says right here, Charlo is going through the AB phase, but worse. Let me see. Hold on. I just had it right here. Hold on. I'm having trouble pulling that up. Let me stand out that comment because that's actually a great point. Chris says Charlo is going through the AB phase, but worse. I think it's worse than AB too. I'm not gonna lie to you because even though Adrian Broner had an addiction with partying and alcohol, he was still able to find his way back in the ring. Like he could lock in on the camp. It's just that when he's not in camp, he resorts to doing the same bullshit. Charlo, on the other hand, he gets so dependent on liquor. You know what I mean? It's like he wants nothing to do with boxing at all. He just did this interview a couple days ago talking about how he don't want to box no more. He just want to spend time with his family. Like he don't fuck with it how he used to and shit. It's like his mind is just down the drain. At least with Adrian Broner, he's like, all right, man, it's time to lock in type shit. You know what I'm saying? And he'll get to work. Even though he'll look like shit, he'll still lock in on the camp and step in the ring. He will have no problem getting in the ring. He still has a love for boxing. You see what I mean? So that's just what it is. Who had a better career, Jamal or Broner? I'm gonna say Broner because Broner, he dominated. I'm not gonna say dominated, but he became champion in more weight classes. And he's been in bigger fights. You feel what I mean? He's fought Pacquiao, he's fought Mike Donnan, he's fought Mikey, he's fought Sean Porter. He's essentially fought. He's made a lot of big money fights. He's headline pay-per-views. You see what I mean? So Broner definitely. You know what I mean? Now, who do I think is better? Like in terms of skill set and who's the more dominant force in the ring, I believe that's Jamal Charlo. But who had the better career? Definitely Broner. Even though Jamal is undefeated, Jamal doesn't have the greatest resume. And when he started to get hot at 160, he fell back. So it's like right when he was on the cusp of getting like some big fights and being in conversations with unification fights and shit like that, he fell back. You see what I mean? And that's just what it is, man. I don't, I mean, stop motion. That's a great point. That right there says Jamal is a third middleweight champion to retire undefeated. Who are the other two? Was that Dmitry Purog? Dmitry Purog retired undefeated, and who else? I think Dmitry Purog retired undefeated at middleweight. He was a champion, I think, when he beat Daniel Jacobs. Carlos Monzon was undefeated. Are you talking about like middleweights overall, like Calzaghe, Andre Ward? Like, what we talking about? Damn, executioner, you must be drunk because you said Errol getting knocked out by Spence is over. I don't know what the hell you talking about. Some nigga named Harry Simon. Okay. Okay. But he said by Ryan, I meant, yeah, you need to get off that liquor, my brother. You wildin'. You on that shit that Mastermind be on. Yeah, Purog took Daniel Jacobs' soul that night. He draw. Yeah, he destroyed Daniel Jacobs, bro. And from what I heard, they were supposed to fight. Purog was supposed to fight Triple G, but Purog had a sudden retirement because he had like some type of back injury or something like that he couldn't bounce back from and shit like that. But I heard Purog and Triple G was about to be a real thing. I would have loved to have seen that fucking fight, bro. I would have loved to have seen that. Purog is probably like one of the biggest what ifs in the last, few eras of boxing. You know what I'm saying? He said, I don't drink that nasty shit. I don't drink either, my brother. I'm just joking with you. Yeah, Purog was definitely a monster, though. A lot of people don't talk about him, but, justifiably so. He just when he started getting his feet wet, pause, you know what I mean? He had to fall back. Purog and GGG would have been a good fight. That's a fact. But I don't know, man. Something about Triple G when he was young, bro. He was really, I think he would have been very hard to beat. Canelo living rent free in Bumlanga Head. Oh, that's a fact. You see him out here posting like posters that he made himself and shit, Puerto Rico versus Mexico. And bro, he's really the only one promoting this fight. I feel like the only motherfuckers that really want to see this fight happen is Edgar Berlanga and Fat Joe. You see what I mean? Fat Joe support Edgar Berlanga to the fullest. Definitely Edgar Berlanga's biggest fan, probably his only fan outside of Edgar Berlanga's family. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So it's like, I don't know. 2014 or 2018 GGG was that dude. Yeah, and I think a lot of people just perceive Triple G as a puncher. Triple G was actually pretty intelligent. You know what I'm saying? The mistake that Triple G made in his career was, you know, and this might have been Abel Sanchez when he was going around talking about Dominic TV. You were another one that was blocked, but salute. I was able to unblock you, man. I had somebody come on my channel and did some crazy shit. Somebody backstabbed me with a wrench. You feel what I mean? Yeah, Fat Joe, the only one that support Edgar Berlanga for real. But you know, Triple G was intelligent, but I think where he fell off at was Abel Sanchez at 154 to 168 shit. And when they seen that he was pretty hesitant to fight Ward, I think that people started to perceive Triple G different. And then once he got that Canelo money, what I mean, that's all he really cared about. And he didn't want to fight anybody else except Canelo Alvarez. And I guess it worked in his favor because he fought the man 3 times. And, he hasn't announced his retirement at all, but it looked like he damn near retired. He fed as hell, promoting energy drinks in Russia, and apparently he's a part of some type of boxing corporation or whatever. So yeah, man, it seemed like he got them Canelo checks and was like, fuck it, I'm out. You know what I mean? I think he just started prioritizing money at one point in time. Ralph says Triple G's ability to cut off the ring and his jab was great. Yo, I studied his jab all the time, bro. When I was competing, bro, I love Triple G's jab, bro. That shit was like a shotgun blast every time he launched that joint. You see what I mean? And he cut off the ring very well. That's a great observation. He was really good at that. If you want to get a good example of his ability to cut off the ring, you just watch him versus Willie Monroe. You know what I'm saying? Foster versus Roach, a good ass fight. I like both. Me too, man. I don't know who's gonna win that. Roach rose to the occasion when he fought, Hector Luis Garcia. You know what I mean? But Oshaki Foster, it seemed like he in his bag. Do I think Triple G would have beat Ward? Absolutely not. I think Ward would have dogged Triple G. I think Triple G would have had a hard time hitting Andre Ward. I think Andre Ward would have dominated him. Probably would have bullied Triple G, honestly. Not like going blow for blow type shit, but like smothering them and working on the inside and shit like that. I think he would have broke up Triple G. Very unpredictable timing with his jab. Yeah, he never gave you the impression that he was about to throw it. Chris got Lamont Roach. Okay. Well, Shockey Foster, he been doing this thing though, man. GGG versus Arthur Abraham would have been crazy. Yeah. But that would have required Triple G to move up to 68, right? I don't know. He was acting funny at 68. The only people who seemed like he was optimistic about fighting at 68 was guys that he knew stylistically he would step on, like Carl Froch. I think Carl Froch had been tailor made for Triple G, and Chavez Jr., who Triple G had a history of sparring and shit like that. He knew that was easy work. What's up with Fulton? I ain't hear from him in a minute. Well, he been locked in. He been in the gym. I believe he got a fight date. I forgot what card he's fighting on, but he's supposed to fight like this undefeated dude. He's supposed to be on somebody undercard. I don't know if it's Boost undercard or what. Let me see. Yeah, Stephen Fulton definitely got a fight locked in. But he been training because when I had went over to Bosey's like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, he was sparring. You know what I mean? And he looked pretty good. So yeah, man. Yeah, Triple G running for position in office in Kazakhstan. Yeah, he was doing something political. Yeah, so he not worried about boxing no more, man. He on his Vitaly Klitschko shit. You feel me? His Manny Pacquiao shit. They ended in politics. Why are people feeding into the narrative that Frank is scared of Tank? I don't know. I'm not one of those people. I think that if anything, Tank is concerned about Frank because he keeps bringing up certain things that's completely irrelevant. Tank keep bringing up the idea of him having muscles or being too buff. Seems like that's a bit of a concern from him. I mean, he not too buff to swing because he been swinging his motherfucking hands and his entire career. He's an undefeated fighter, so obviously he don't got no trouble, letting his hands go. You feel what I mean? And he got a good knockout ratio as well. So I don't think he too buff to swing on anybody. I just think that those are Gervonta Davis fans that want to have the idea in their head that Frank is shook. You know what I mean? Because if they supporting Tank, they want to make Tank look good as much as they can. So I mean, I think they just running with that narrative because Frank Martin ain't the type to talk all loud and speak all crazy and shit like that. Frank never been a big talker. Like when he ran down on Keyshawn, he didn't really say too much. You know what I mean? He's not. Some people just don't talk that well. Not everybody is good at shit talking. You feel what I mean? And Tank not even a good shit talker himself, but he's more free with speaking his mind and shit like that. I don't think Frank Martin shook at all. Nah, Sean, you good. I mentioned your comment. I was talking about Stephen Fulton. Yeah, I seen your comment, my brother. You ain't blocked. I'm gonna make sure that won't happen again for sure. Silk said Tank's a little sped. I feel like shit. I don't know, man. He be having trouble getting through sentences and shit like that. He ain't went up. He ain't go up against a guy who know how to talk that shit yet, though. Like really funny, but he not like the best trash talker. You see what I mean? Ryan Garcia, he's not. He have his little funny moments, but he not like a witty trash talker. I'm talking about like guys like Prime Floyd Mayweather and shit like that, like them type of trash talkers. He ain't never went up against somebody like that yet, but it is what it is. Not everybody's a good trash talker, and I think because Frank don't run his mouth a lot, they perceive him as being shook. When in reality, he just want to fight, and ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Chris says, I wish the Frank and Keyshawn fight landed. Well, I don't think Top Rank ready to let him go against them top dogs yet, man, because I seen Keyshawn's latest opponent, and I wasn't too impressed with it. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Keyshawn wants those big opportunities. He just ran in on Tiafimo the other day, but yeah, man. I guess the matchmakers at Top Rank don't feel like he all the way there yet to let him go against the elite. McGregor, the best trash talker in all sports. Maybe when he was at 145, when he was coming up, when he was on a hella streak. But I just feel like as he's gotten older, you know what I mean? I feel like his trash talk don't really hit how it used to. I mean, I don't feel like Conor McGregor has that same confidence he used to. So as a result, his trash talk not the same. That's just me. You know what I mean? I don't think he'd be having much funny moments all like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, McGregor's definitely one of the best trash talkers. I think Chael Sonnen was a real good trash talker. Boxing film, I can see your messages. And if you watch the beginning of my video, I had spoke about how there's been somebody on my channel that was blocking people, and I went out of my way to unblock y'all. You see what I mean? There was a lot of y'all that was blocked, unfortunately, and I got that situated. So yeah, man. My apologies. You see what I mean? Chael Sonnen a better trash talker than Connor. And what made Chael Sonnen's trash talk impressive was he rarely cursed. He was just a very clever guy. Boxing film, I'm not sure exactly who was responsible for it, but I took care of it and I limited my wrenches as a result to try to stop that from happening. Yeah, McGregor, when he was at 45, he was that dude, but you know what I mean? And then he had like a little moment at 155, but I don't know, man. He fell off since then. I feel like once he got that money from Floyd, he ain't had the same motivation. He had trouble finding inspiration. He had trouble being motivated. That's what I think. Pretty Boy transitioning to Money Make. Yo, 24/7, HBO 24/7 Floyd probably was a better trash talker than Conor, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. HBO 24/7 Floyd Mayweather was probably a better trash talker than Conor. I think a lot of people think Conor funny because his accent and shit like that. You see what I mean? Let's see right here. Shout out. I got a cash app right here. Let me see exactly who this is coming from. I don't know if you want me to say your name or whatever, but fuck it, I'm gonna say it. Jibo Flowers. Shout out to Jibo Flowers with the cat with the $10 cash app. He says, I appreciate the content. Thanks for unblocking. Yo, no problem, bro. No problem at all, man. I appreciate you, tuning into the channel. And like I said, if you're part of the nation, I'm gonna make sure I do everything in my, ability to make sure you're a part of the channel. You know what I'm saying? If you get blocked by me, it's because you acting out of pocket or you doing some disrespectful shit. I mean, as long as y'all keep it respectful, I'm always rock with y'all. So you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. But let's speak about, the exchange that happened between Ryan Garcia and Errol Spence Jr., man. It seemed to be going back and forth on social media. And Errol Spence has been pretty quiet lately, even with all the rumors that's been going around him in terms of, well, it's pretty much not a rumor anymore. It's confirmed that, Errol Spence is, going through a lawsuit with Derrick James and, he owes Derrick James money and things like that. He's looking for a new trainer. And Ryan Garcia in the build up to the Devin Haney fight had this Errol consistently. You know what I mean? And he hasn't let up on social media. And Errol Spence has finally responded. And he let Ryan know how he feel about him. You see what I mean? And they continue to go back and forth and shit like that. But let's see exactly where it began. So I'm going to go on Errol Spence's social media. And let's see. I think it had started with somebody showing a video of Errol Spence running. I believe this is Errol Spence's second day of working out. And somebody had wrote curious about the opponent he got coming up next. And somebody wrote Ryan Garcia would be lit. Bro couldn't beat Spence even on the Austrian. So somebody had wrote that. Errol Spence responded to this, and he said, "I'll legit beat his ass at the AT&T Stadium at 154 or 160 off the strength of him testing positive, but I don't take tune-ups." So he pretty much saying that, he easy work. You see what I mean? He's saying he easy work, and that's just what it is. You see what I mean? Considering him a tune-up is fucking hilarious. But somebody wrote, "You don't take tune-ups, but you would take 25 milligrams." No, he says you don't take tune-ups, but would you take 25 milligrams? So I guess he's insinuating that he could make upwards of $25 million facing Ryan Garcia. And Errol Spence responded, "Fundora, I'm on the playing board. I'll be ghost in 20 minutes." So I guess he's saying that I can make that type of money fighting Sebastian Fundora. That he don't need Ryan Garcia for that. You see what I mean? Let's see. Ryan Garcia responds with, "Please, let's run it. I will gladly destroy you and finish the job. Crawford almost did. I will finish the job." And then Errol Spence responded and said, "Tank didn't get to finish you because you quit like a hoe, like we knew you would do. Go find someone to play with." Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's Earl Spence is the truth. He's speaking the truth right here, man. A lot of people seem to disregard that situation with Tank, but regardless, Earl Spence goes on to say, "Stop letting this boy get a pass. Like, we don't remember you taking a knee and getting up at 10. Coward as fuck." Somebody wrote Spence and said, "After the Crawford performance, you should take a tune-up in the money. The tune-up and the money, gang." And he wrote, "That nigga is a tune-up. What has he done and who he beat without it being a problem? LOL. I had to consistently ask his coach for weeks to train the lame." So it seems like Earl Spence said that he's been talking to Derrick James and is trying to get him to train Ryan Garcia consistently. I don't know, man. Ryan Garcia also went on his own little run of speaking crazy about Earl, but this is the situation right here, man. Let me see.
Do it. You know what I mean? Sorry, dear brother, and go through my car. We would appreciate. Would you want to go to Dubai?
What the fuck? This is the situation right here, man. I don't know. I don't know. Ryan Garcia be posting some real weird shit, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. But Uh, Vasil Lomachenko is a hype job. He got skills, but he a hype job. I wouldn't necessarily say he a hype job because he beat some good guys. And I think he a 3 division world champion at the end of the day. So I wouldn't necessarily call him a hype job, but I do think he underachieved in comparison to what they believed he was going to do in the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? That's just me though. Spence will give Ryan a broken rib. I mean, if Errol Spence is anything like himself after this Terrence Crawford performance, and he's actually focused and is doing what he needs to do, then he beats the dog shit out of Ryan. You see what I mean? Ryan Garcia is really speaking on his high horse right now as if he's not in the middle of a PED scandal right now. I feel like that's really interesting that this man has gotten so many passes by conspiracy theorists, by these fake Ryan Garcia fans, which are really Devin Haney haters at the end of the day. They coming out here that he's that comfortable with speaking about beating up other people when you currently have PED accusations against you right now. You failed a drug test, my brother. But because nobody's applying pressure on this man, he could talk crazy about beating up other guys. Like, come on, dog. You see what I mean? And what Earl Spence said was valid. How many people? Who the hell has Ryan Garcia beat without what name has Ryan Garcia beat that that didn't have no problems attached to it? He has one good. He has one good name on his resume. That's Devin Haney. And along with that, that has a stain. I mean, that's a stain on his resume at the end of the day because he got caught with Osterine. And I love how these dudes they're taking these little the media, man, they clearly be having agendas, man. You can see right through it. These dudes are putting out reports saying how Ryan Garcia has been cleared. No, you fucking idiot. He got cleared for the nandrolone, the second substance that they had found in his sample. You know what I mean? They tested the sample 3 times and then they ended up not finding nandrolone no longer in it. So they let it go. But he's still guilty for the Osterine. He has to explain himself with the Osterine. You see what I mean? This is the reality, bro. And this is another thing. I don't know if these people just don't want to believe it or they just not using their logic, bro. Let's really break this down. Let's talk about Ryan Garcia real quick. I'm not gonna read the comments because I'm not trying to get distracted. So Ryan Garcia, he puts out an interview not too long ago, I think a couple days ago, where he said that he was high the entire week of the Devin Haney fight. Was high while fighting Devin Haney. This nigga said he was high for days, right? For some reason, I never really heard of him, using this method in a fight ever. He did say for the Gervonta Davis fight, he drank a beer the week of the fight and shit like that. But for the most part, I never really heard him speak about, smoking so consistently, right? So now there's people coming out and there's like, yeah, man, there was only a little bit of Osterine found in his system, man. It's not enough in his system to, for him to benefit from. First of all, how the fuck would you know? Are you guys steroid experts? Have y'all ever had Osterine in your system? What makes you believe that because there was trace amounts of Osterine in his system that it wasn't enough to benefit him? How about this? Marijuana is a masking agent. Marijuana is a masking agent. So if it's able to hide drugs that are in your system, then how do we know how much Osterine was really in his system if the marijuana could have been possibly disguising it? He could have had a huge amount of Osterine in his system, but because he's smoking marijuana, only a little bit of it may have been exposed in his bloodstream. Have y'all really thought about that? Do y'all guys do the research necessary? I highly doubt it. You know why? Because your whole agenda is to make sure that Devin Haney has that loss on his record. Y'all want Devin Haney out of the way so bad. Y'all don't want this man to ever box again. So what are y'all doing is y'all bigging up Ryan Garcia's victory. You know what I mean? Y'all downplaying the PED accusations because y'all would rather deal with somebody being a drug cheat in the sport of boxing than to see Devin Haney on top of the game right now. And I don't really be understanding it, bro. Why is Devin Haney so hated? Devin Haney is the most hated motherfucker in the sport of boxing. Nobody likes this kid. And in reality, he's been a great example for what boxers should be in this climate. This man is taking on opportunities. He's making sacrifices to make these big fights happen. He's taking every fight with no hesitation because he believes in himself. I believe that right there. I'm not the biggest Devin Haney fan, but that right there, the courage that he's been showing and shit like that, if every fighter showcased them same characteristics and really put their fucking records on the line and really took chances, boxing will be in a much better place. A much better place. You know what I'm saying? So it's just so funny, man. Like these dudes became conspiracy theorists and PED experts overnight. Overnight, bro. How the fuck are you going to be able to tell somebody that, you know, it's only trace amounts? It's only trace amounts. There's an example right here, right? This is a little funny example. Let's say your girl, you caught your girl cheating with a nigga, right? Or, you know, yeah, let's say your girl got caught cheating on a nigga. She cheated on you with a nigga, right? You walk in, you know what I'm saying, and she getting her shit thrashed, right? Let's just say that's that situation. And she comes out and she tells you, "Oh, it was only a little bit of his semen in my system. It was only a little bit. We didn't do anything. It was just a little bit. I don't give a fuck if it was a little bit or a lot, bitch. You did what you did." That's how Ryan Garcia looks right now. Oh, it's only a little bit of ostarine in his system. So how could you really say that he cheated? You're a fucking idiot, bro. You're an idiot. If you know that marijuana is a masking agent, bro, let me just show this right now. Cause like I put this on my I put this on my thumbnail in my latest video. You know what I'm saying? But let's just put it right here. Let me share the screen real quick so y'all can see it. Yeah, he only put the tip in. Yeah. That's exactly what they be saying. That's a crazy analogy, but that's how he sounds. He didn't ejaculate in me. It was only a little bit in his system. It was only a little bit of semen in me. That's how the fuck y'all sound. Like fucking idiots. But anyway, look, it's a simple question right here, man. It's pretty simple right here. It's on medcardnow.com. It says, can marijuana mask PEDs? Marijuana can mask PEDs because of its diuretic effects. While PEDs are illegal in sports, they are useful for common medical conditions, whatever. That's irrelevant. Just read that first sentence right there. It's everything you need to know. It's that simple. Like a lot of shit don't really need too much context or detail. It's telling you right there. Trace amount of slams. That's fucking hilarious, Tesla. Yeah. But that's it right there. So is Ryan Garcia having so much fun with weed that, you know, he's just willing to smoke it all the time? Or is he smoking it strategically in order to hide something? These are valid questions, people. These are valid questions. And then this is another thing, right? This is something that I was thinking about. They were talking about how the head of the New York State Athletic Commission resigned and stuff like that. And they're making it seem like that person resigned because, they possibly are bowing out of the situation because they may have been possibly setting up Ryan Garcia. How about this for a change? Maybe that person, resigned because they were allowing you to get away with smoking marijuana publicly and you were still passing these drug tests. How about that? This man is out here in clubs smoking, you know what I mean? Doing Lord knows what other recreational drugs. And somehow, some way, Ryan Garcia is so shocked passing these VADA tests. Passing these VADA tests. He was so surprised, bro. Did y'all see when Ryan Garcia was like, "Oh, yeah, man, I'm smoking and I'm doing all this and I'm still passing my drug test." Why do you think that? Why do you think that? Maybe the ostarine that was in your system was hiding the marijuana, and maybe the marijuana you were taking was hiding the ostarine. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy that the facts be in front of people. All they got to do is just apply a little bit of brain power, and they will come to the understanding that Ryan Garcia is a fucking cheater, bro. Now, what he used the ostarine for, that's up for debate. Maybe he was looking to be stronger against Devin Haney. Maybe he was looking to cut weight with it against Devin Haney. Who knows? Who knows, bro? But the reality of the situation is he used that. He used it to get an unfair advantage against Devin Haney, and Devin Haney has every right to feel outraged about it. I guarantee you, if we took this same exact situation and just switched out the characters. If it was Devin Haney who beat the shit out of Ryan Garcia, and then it comes out that he tested positive for Osterine, I guarantee you that these conspiracy theorists will be nowhere to be found. They will be nowhere to be found. They be hiding on Osama bin Laden shit. You see what I mean? And the fucking and they will completely turn against Devin Haney. They'll be singing a whole different tune. You see what I mean? But it just seems like Ryan Garcia has the complexion for the protection. It seems like he gets the benefit of the doubt. He seems to get the benefit of the doubt that Devin Haney would have never got if he were placed in that situation. Bro, they will be cooking Devin Haney. They would never want him to box ever again. There's comments that I've seen saying with Devin Haney speaking out against the steroid accusations. PYP was another person that was blocked on my channel. You see what I mean? And my apologies for that, man. You will have to rewind at the beginning of the video, and I explained the whole situation with what happened with that. But shout out to PYP Boxing. Definitely got the complexion for the protection. You see what I mean? Oh, he's Mexican. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't need to explain it. You know what I mean? I knew something was up with Ryan Garcia, not only back when he was with Canelo camp, but even currently. How can I check boxing film? I tried to look. I couldn't find anything, man. I couldn't. But no, look, check this out. If you know a way though, let me know. Let me know. Let me know on the side. But no, what I was saying was pretty much I knew that I was suspicious of Ryan back when he was with Canelo. But in the whole lead up with Devin Haney, when I seen the man smoking and being involved in all these recreational things, I'm like, yo, Ryan fuck around and pop positive for something. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking like, how the fuck is this man smoking marijuana and passing these VADA tests? But come to find out, I think Rachel Donaire put it out there. Shout out to Rachel Donaire. She was saying how they don't test for marijuana unless requested to. You know what I mean? So maybe it wasn't requested, and that's why he was able to go around and smoke all this shit. But however, Ryan Garcia used this marijuana strategically, man. It just makes more sense. I don't think that Ryan Garcia was just blatantly out here and just needed weed so bad that he just had to smoke it and shit like that. Bro, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I could tell, I'm going to tell you this. How the way Ryan Garcia smokes weed, you could tell that he's not somebody who consistently smokes it. Do y'all see how the way he smokes it? Like he look like he don't even be inhaling it how he's supposed to and shit like that. He looked like a rookie on the blunt. I'm not gonna lie to you. You see what I mean? And then he taking selfies, smoking the weed as if like he's new to it. It's like when a motherfucker first get their gun, they just want to pose with it and show it off and post it on social media and shit like that. You could tell when a motherfucker just get something. You could tell when somebody get like a brand new pair of sneakers for Christmas and shit because they wearing it on the 26th, the 27th of December, all types of shit. You see what I mean? So that's just what it is, man. Like Ryan Garcia ain't no weed smoker for real. This nigga ain't Snoop. This nigga ain't Wiz. He ain't none of them dudes. Bro, he used it strategically because he understood that it was a masking agent and it could cover up the real substances that he had in his body. That's just what it is, man. You see what I mean? That's just what it is. And for all these people that are speaking about Osterine as if they know about the side effects of PEDs and how long it could last in the system and what it could do for the body, man, a lot of y'all don't really know shit, bro. If y'all not no motherfucking chemists or y'all not experienced, if y'all don't come from the bodybuilding world or anything that has to do with steroids, bro, shut the fuck up, man. Y'all going on here and y'all typing shit in the Google search engine and they giving you answers, and all of a sudden you some fucking student when it comes to performance enhancement drugs now. Cut it out, man. I never seen nobody get the benefit of the doubt from a drug test like Alicia Baumgartner and Ryan Garcia, bro. Yes, PYP, marijuana, it can mask, drugs in your system. And you know what's funny? And this is how you know that Ryan got the complexion for the protection because, like I said, I spoke to Lorenzo about it. Lorenzo was a part of the chat when I was speaking on it. Y'all was probably on her too. But I was speaking about how Floyd Mayweather was having all these PED accusations on him after the Pacquiao fight because he got a saline IV. You know what I'm saying? When he got that saline IV, there was a lot of people that was insinuating that he was on performance enhancement drugs because saline IVs can be used to mask banned substances in your system. He never tests positive like Ryan Garcia. They just assume based on him getting the IV. But nobody really knows that he was dehydrated after the Manny Pacquiao fight. He asked for permission to get the IV. Nevada State Athletic Commission gave him an exemption, which was why he was never in trouble or penalized for that situation. You see what I mean? Meanwhile, Ryan Garcia pops positive by a doping agency. You know what I mean? They tested sample multiple times, and each time it came out that Ostarine was in the system. And they jump into his aid, acting like he never conducted any cheating. You see what I mean? So now they about to test the B sample, and they say it could take up to 6 fucking weeks to come out with a result. But from what I've heard, it's very rare if the B sample is different than the A sample. That's what I heard. You know what I mean? So that's my overall take on the situation, man. These motherfuckers bugging, bro. They come into Ryan Garcia. Hey, they acting like Mr. Save-A-Ho. These motherfuckers got their capes on, ready to fly out. And you know when Peter Parker, every time that girl start falling out of the motherfucking sky and shit like that, she always find a way to fall off a building. And then Superman put his little web out. You know what I mean? The web touched, I don't know, that shit attached to something in the sky, and then he's able to swoop down and grab the bitch before she meet her death. This is what they doing with Ryan Garcia right now, man. They see the boy falling. They seeing that he about to be assed out, but what they trying to do, they trying to come underneath and save the nigga. You see what I mean? That's exactly what's going on. That's exactly what's going on. So it is what it is, bro. They playing Captain Save-A-Ho. You know what I mean? And Ryan Garcia is the hoe. You feel me? And as long as I'm around, as long as I'm on Mazuma TV, as long as I am, you know what I mean? As long as I got the nation behind me or beside me, I'm not even gonna say behind me, aside me, you know what I mean? I'm gonna keep, talking their shit. I'm gonna keep speaking my truth. You know what I mean? They could keep acting, all I'm doing is just, bro. They acting crazy behind closed doors. All I'm doing is opening the door for everybody else outside to see. These niggas clearly got agendas, bro. I see this goofy ass. Why? This is another thing, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not that big of a channel yet. I don't even got 2K subscribers yet. But let's just keep it 1,000, yo. Why do we put these goofy ass boxing channels like Showbiz the Adult and shit like that? Like this goofy bug-eyed ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? Eyes look like motherfucking Beetle headlights and shit, Volkswagen Beetle headlights and shit. This motherfucker out here talking and shit. And he flip-flopping like a motherfucker. The motherfucker think he funny. Bro, you're goofy, bro. You give off 40-year-old version vibes. I'm gonna just keep it 1,000. Look like you never touched a bitch a day in your life. You feel what I mean? Nigga look like he do jumping jacks and the whole room smell like onions when he done doing like 20 reps and shit. That's the type nigga that he be. That's the type nigga that he is. You feel what I mean? They got the Beetlejuice green eyes. You ever seen that midget on Howard Stern and shit? Him and Beetlejuice Green got the same eyes. You feel me? That Showbiz the Adult. And these are niggas that a lot of these dudes be paying attention to and just be, rocking with what they be saying. This dude can't even. I seen this man hit a bag, bro. Yeah, dog. Yo, that nigga start doing jumping jacks and niggas start smelling cheesesteaks and shit. That's a bad joint, bro. Niggas start smelling cheesesteaks every time Showbiz work out. You feel me? Nigga armpit ain't touch a fucking deodorant stick in years. This nigga want to come out and talk boxing and making it seem like he know what he talking about. Motherfucker don't know shit, bro. I seen this goofy, and I'm not subscribed to him or nothing. He don't even pop up on my YouTube channel, but on my Explore page, this dude, bro, was comparing Ryan Garcia to Muhammad Ali. Ryan Garcia to Muhammad Ali, a man who's, what I mean, if you still that decision about to be overturned soon, but besides having a victory over Devin Haney, which has a lot of question marks on it as of right now, has literally never accomplished anything anywhere close to what Muhammad Ali has accomplished. Muhammad Ali is an all-time great. Not only is he the greatest to person. I think he's the greatest person to ever box. That's something that George Foreman said, and I agree with him 1,000%. The greatest man to ever box. Probably the biggest icon to ever come out of the sport of boxing, but his accolades on his own, he's an all-time great fighter. What has Ryan Garcia done that's ever proven that he was an all-time great fighter? This man has never even grabbed a world title. Has he ever grabbed the world title? He had a position to grab Devin Haney's. He didn't make weight. The dude is a clown, bro. Jim Lampley said Ryan Garcia is a bigger star than Ali. He out his fucking mind. You know, go sit his old ass down somewhere and sip his coffee or something like that. You know what I mean? Put some icy hot on his on them dead ass knees and drink some coffee. That's what he need to do. Crazy. You see, this the thing. Like, it's just like they think because they've done like some commentary or some announcements that they can just come out of the woodworks and disrespect fighters and come out with, bro, you know damn well he not a bigger star than Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali been dead for fucking 8 years already, and he's still known. You can ask this 80-year-old man who Muhammad Ali is, and they'll tell you. You can ask a 10-year-old kid who Muhammad Ali is, and they can tell you who he is. You ain't asking no old heads today who Ryan Garcia is, and they gonna know exactly off the top of it. Bro, Muhammad Ali was bigger than boxing, bro. Muhammad Ali could go all over the world, and everybody will know who he is. He could fight all over the world and would completely sell out. This man got T-shirts that sell out. He got T-shirts all over the place. You go on American Eagle, get you a Muhammad Ali T-shirt. You know what I'm saying? His brand is everywhere. Like, he's just, bro, come on, man. Muhammad Ali had his own sneakers, bro, everything. We literally collect Muhammad Ali merchandise. You'd be surprised at what this motherfucker had. This man had, what the hell Muhammad Ali had? He had like chewing gum. Like, he was that big of an icon where they would literally pay him to slap his face and name on anything that they had selling. Yeah, he has his own boxing trophy. I tell you everything you need to know, PYP. That's a great statement right there. That's a great point. Muhammad Ali is a bigger icon than Ryan Garcia dead. This man been dead since like 2016 when I graduated high school, bro. Stop it. I don't know what be making these. Yeah, I'm gonna just keep it 1,000, bro. I think a lot of the reasons why they they be bigging up Ryan Garcia so much is because they infatuated with that man's looks. I think they got a crush on him. I think that they like other men. You know what I mean? I think that they got a little sugar in their tank. I think they heart pump Kool-Aid. You feel me? I don't think he know better though than Jibo. I don't think he know better. Showbiz was comparing the tactics Ryan used with Haney. Man, even that, you know what I'm saying? Nah, man. Ali's approach was totally different. Boxing Film said he not even all that, no Diddy. That's crazy to say, bro. Yeah, definitely no Diddy. But yeah, I think they were infatuated with his looks. Y'all ever seen Ryan Garcia walk in the ring, and when they start talking about his qualities, the first thing they bring up is his looks. You should be bringing up his boxing abilities because he's about to box in a boxing ring. Meanwhile, you're talking about how good the kid looks, how handsome he is, how he should be a model. And bro, I thought this was boxing. I'm just saying, bro. Y'all never peeped that, bro? Like, every time Ryan Garcia fight on the zone, bro, check it out next time. They used to do the same thing with Anthony Joshua. Oh, he looks like he's made out of, he looked like he was carved out of marble. Oh, this dude, look at his muscle, man. Look at his back muscles, man. Oh, man. Yeah, man, we need to put some oil on that. Yeah. Like, what the fuck is going on? I'm trying to watch some boxing, and y'all talking about AJ biceps and, oh man, look at his calves, man. He's so defined, man. Oh man, like, yo, what is y'all doing? Like, is y'all okay? It sounds like y'all aroused over there. That shit crazy. Yeah, Sergio Mora be the main one. That boy a gip, bro. I'm trying to tell you, that boy a blade, like a cold blade. Like Sergio Mora sound like he be aroused. He be excited when he be talking about Ryan, boy. Yo, I swear to God, if I'm ever in that, bro, right hand to God or my son, bro. If I was in that same room with him, and he were to say that shit while Ryan Garcia is walking in the ring, I would literally put my mic up, pause, and tell this nigga, bro, get off his dick, nigga. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, ain't you a man, bro? Before all this shit, ain't you a man first? Like, ain't you a man first? No, Texas, it's a fact, though. I'm not lying, bro. I'm not lying at all. Sergio Mora, virgin, allegedly. Allegedly. Nah. don't do Sergio like that. He had a touchdown before. He was a world champion. He had a touchdown before. Ain't no way you win a world title and still don't get none. When you win a world title, you on top of the world. If you ain't getting nothing on the top of the world, then I don't know. Sergio Mora look like the type dude that be like, yeah, I'm saving myself for God, y'all. I'm saving myself for God. I'm looking for Mrs. Right. It sounds like something he would say. Goofy ass. Orlando Finney, shout out to him with the $5 super chat. He said a lot of them Ryan fans are sus. I've never seen any boxer get defended so much after a failed drug test. LOL. Shout out to my boy Orlando Finney, man. That's an absolute fact. I swear to God, the only one that I've ever seen get defended for failing for a drug test was Alicia Bumgarner. You feel what I mean? And, you know, they was doing that because she had the pretty girl privilege. That's a real thing. You feel what I mean? And I guess Ryan Garcia got the pretty girl privilege too because, you know what I mean, they keep coming at – they keep defending him like how they defend their girl when their girl sneak out at night and then come home with her pants wet and shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, y'all don't know her like I know her, man. Yo, bro, I seen her step out the crib like at 3 a.m, bro. She was chilling in dude's car. You know what I'm saying? They was in there for a while, and then she came out with her hair fucked up. Oh no, man. You don't know what's going on, man. Man, she different, man. Like I'm telling you, all right. Yeah, she different. Yeah, she different for sure. I'm sure she is different, my brother. You know what I mean? Yo, Ralph, this is a fact. My boy Ralph said, facts. All Alicia had to do was post a couple of bikini pics and they looked past their positive test. That's a fact, bro. I had a homie hit me up. He was like, yo, bro, I seen your video and on some real shit. I seen that before and after picture you posted. She on that shit, man. But I'm going to keep it 1,000. I don't give a fuck. That bitch look good. I'm like, wow. Who did 972,000 pay-per-view buys? Was that you talking about Ryan and Devin? Who you referring to? PYP? I thought the Zone don't put out their numbers. I'm not aware of the numbers at all, PYP. I'm not aware of the numbers at all. I don't really like to get into all that. But if they did that, that's great numbers. For the streaming era, that's great numbers. Okay. I think I've seen Rick Glacier talk about 500,000 pay-per-view buys. You know what I'm saying? All Alicia had to do was post that video of her rocking her hips on the way to the stage, and niggas forgot all about that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's all she needed to do. Ryan Garcia, all he gotta do is pose in Calvin Klein, and you know what I'm saying? They're like, you know what, man? I think Ryan, man. Listen, y'all see Ryan? Y'all see Ryan? Yo, let me tell you something about Ryan, man. I think he was set up, man. Man, just look at this kid, man. You think he can do a PED, man? Look at him, man. He's so perfect, man. I can't see him doing nothing like that, man. Man, listen, man. You know what I mean? Ryan's different. Ryan's different, man. You see what I mean? Like how the way he looked, man. Ain't no way, man. It had to be the ashwagandha, man. Yeah, man. Man. Man, Ryan can smoke all the weed he want, man. That's the thing. Like when you look like Ryan, you know what I'm saying? You can do them things. You know what I mean? That you know what I mean? Because yeah, Ryan a star, man. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, man, let him keep smoking his weed, man. Leave that man alone, man. And you know, Ostarine, what's an Ostarine? I don't know what that is, man. Ryan ain't do none of that, man. Ryan is an angel. Goofy ass niggas, man. That's exactly how y'all sound. That's how I see y'all. All the conspiracy theorists that don't know shit about boxing, bro. There's people that's jumping the Ryan Garcia's aid that don't even watch boxing. That shit is sensational to me. I'm like, yo, Ryan got this type of pool. This shit crazy. If Alicia dropped the tape, they're gonna call her the greatest woman boxer of all time. Shit, what tape? Shit, what tape? She dropped a tape. I might see past that too. Shit. Psych a lot, nigga. Get her little strong face ass up out of here, man. I knew that shit was crazy. I seen her flex her biceps on the zone. She was like all laughing, and then she went, oh, and then her shit was like 22s. That shit looked like like Arnold. Nigga, that shit looked like Popeye when he popped the spinach, nigga. That shit was on fucking dubs, nigga. I was like, oh hell no. I said, yo, her shit crazy. Ain't no fucking way. She could have posed like them bodybuilder niggas. She could have posed like Tookie and them niggas in the pen like this. Yeah, she wildin'. Lorenzo said Alicia built like Shane Mosley at 154. Yeah. Japan banned my boy Neri for testing dirty. Japan held that shit secret. NUA had to ask Japan to reinstate. Yeah, and you know, Japan knew what NUA was going to do to Neri. You know what I mean? Maybe if they felt like NUA didn't have a chance, they wouldn't have let that happen. But they knew what NUA was going to do to Neri. So he was like, oh, yeah, let's teach this boy a lesson, man. Let's reinstate him. Let him get his ass whooped and then never allow him to come back to Japan again. I'll be surprised. I'll be surprised if Neri gets a fight in Japan after this. They got what they needed. They wanted to teach that boy a lesson and send his ass back to Mexico. That's all they wanted to do. Yeah, she definitely ate Popeye spinach. That's a fact. Alicia was on that shit for sure. Then she went to a lab. And then I think she did a hair follicle. I don't know if she did a hair follicle or what. But in that hair follicle, she tested for substances that she didn't pop positive for. And there was a lot of substances. I mean, the injectable like testosterone shit she didn't test for, coincidentally. And then the other shit that she tested positive for wasn't involved in the experiment either. I got to tighten up on that research again, but I had spoke about it when that shit first happened. She was like, "Oh, I've been vindicated, and I'm gonna just move on with my career." The fuck you won't? Ain't you still suspended, shorty? Ain't you still suspended? Why you ain't got no fight date if you moving on with your career? I don't know. It sounds like you stuck in the mud. Fuck wrong with you? You out here built like Goldberg, talking about you wasn't on that shit, girl. Stop it. Stop it. Let's see. Oh, they don't say she. They let her keep all her titles though, so I guess it ain't that deep. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Fire Amanda Serrano with VADA testing, man. The fuck you want? Yeah, it's a fact. Yo, PYP, I'm glad, bro. That was a thought that I had, but I got distracted and I forgot about it. So let's talk about this. I'm glad PYP brought this up. I find it so funny that Ryan Garcia could smoke publicly. This motherfucker had 2 blunts with a fucking glass of OE next to him. And this man passing tests and he's allowed to fight. And, you know, when he tests positive, it's not for marijuana. They letting him slide for that. But Keyshawn Davis could go fight Nair Albright. smoke a little bit of weed. And he admits it. He said he was taking it for, to get rid of his stress and, you know what I mean? So it helps relax him. He's using it for the benefits. What they do as a result, they take his victory away from him after beating Nair. Right? They take his victory away from him. They change it to a no contest because, marijuana is a drug that, is on the ban list. Meanwhile, this dude is out here blowing weed, drinking, getting into Lord knows what other type of recreational drugs. And, they have yet to take his dub away. This man tests positive for Austrian, and they still this man, bro, fuck the Austrian. This nigga is blatantly smoking weed, and they don't even look his direction. They don't even look to penalize him. But Keyshawn Davis, let's take his W away. No PEDs, just weed in his system. We take your dub away. Ryan Garcia smokes weed, tests positive for a banned substance, and now that's his hold up. Crazy. You know what I mean? It just goes to show you that he got the complexion for the protection. I'm saying it. You know what I mean? So great point, PYP. That was something that I was going to bring up, but it slipped my mind. Jay Cash with a sensational statement. He says, Keyshawn uses weed for anxiety and stress. They take his L. Ryan used weed to mask PEDs. No repercussions. You don't find that suspicious? Shout out to my boy, Dr. Umar. That's a fact. I mean, I want to call Dr. Umar right now and talk to him and be like, yo, what's going on with Ryan Garcia, man? I got Dr. Umar number too. Boxer Film X, do you think Tank fights Shakur after Frank or at the end of the 6 or 7 fight deal? I have no idea. Bro. I wish I had an answer for you. I don't know what Tank got cooking up, but let's actually get into that conversation because I had seen a video on X, formerly known as Twitter, and they were speaking about somebody had some guy sound like somebody from the UK had did an interview with Tank and was talking about his 6 to 7 fights, and he was like, whoever you wanted to be. But let's get into it right here. This video is a minute and 11 seconds. Let's see what Tank got to say about this 6 to 7 fight deal because he's been bringing it up consistently for a while now. So let's see what little Tank got to say.
New deal, 7 fight deal, which is music to the ears of many boxing fans. Get to see you in action for several more years. What type of names are we talking about in those 7 names?
Whoever you name, they could be in it.
If I name some fighters, can you say yes or no?
Yeah.
Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
Devin Haney.
Yeah.
Isaac Cruz.
Yeah, but there's 2 people I already beat already, but yeah.
Errol Spence.
Outside the ring.
Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah. Yeah. September. November.
Teofimo Lopez.
Yeah.
Out of all of those guys, who do you think is the most difficult opponent for you?
Floyd Mayweather.
Out of the active guys, who's the most difficult opponent?
I don't even know, bro. I can't even say till I get in there with him.
We never got in there with Floyd. We said Floyd would be the toughest one. You goofy ass nigga. You see that? Like he Tank is a special type of stupid for sure. Let me see. John Paul Garovilas says, I heard you got a health condition and you about food forward. And you about for food. Huh? Look like you about to get the fuck out of this chat because you don't know how to speak, my brother. You sound you type how Tank speak. You know what I'm saying? And I don't trust a nigga that got two first names combined to make one name. This nigga got a compound name. You know what I'm saying? This nigga got a compound name. Fuck John Paul, nigga. John Paul Garovilas. That shit don't even go together. Sean Paul, John Paul ass nigga. Shut your goofy ass up. Get this motherfucker. Smack him with the wrench, please. Wrench gang. Who gonna smack him first? Get him up out of here, man. Get that goofy up out of here. Shout out to my boy Ralph. Shout out to my boy Lorenzo. They just smacked the shit out of him with the back of that wrench. Make sure when y'all come on here, when y'all doing y'all little trolling or whatever it is that y'all doing, y'all know how I spell, man. Speak clearly. You feel what I mean? This motherfucker got a compound name. Yeah, stupid ass. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could have one of these trolls come on here so I could talk to him. You know what I'm saying? But nah, that's those are people that may possibly be on Tank's list for 6 to 7 fights. Now, I don't understand why the dude said Floyd Mayweather. I guess he was trying to be a little bit messy or whatever because he know that him and Floyd got a little back and forth going on. You see what I mean? Let me see. Prime De La Hoya versus Boots right now. Who you got? A Singh. That's a good one, man. I'm gonna tell you what. Oscar De La Hoya had trouble with southpaws with hand speed. He did not like southpaws, right? But at the same time, I think it's pretty premature in Boots' career to put him in fantasy matchup against established legends. I think that we need to let Boots' career unfold just a little bit more, see him against elite competition, but before we start comparing him and putting him in, fantasy matchups with guys that, he'll never fight. You know what I mean? In their prime, at least. Oscar De La Hoya is an all-time great. You know what I mean? He has some great qualities. He boxed real well, had a good jab, had a good left hook. Had great ring IQ, was an intelligent fighter. But he would have definitely had trouble with Boots, just speaking on the hand speed, the athleticism, the power, and with him having many dimensions to his game, being able to switch orthodox and southpaw and not really lose anything, in the process of switching stances. That was kind of crazy. That's a pause. Switching stances, he doesn't really lose anything. He's just as dangerous from either side. So with that being known, he would have De La Hoya would have definitely had trouble with him. But I'm gonna let Boots' career unfold just a little bit more before I get into them type conversations. You know what I mean? But like I said, y'all, we got 47 people in the building. If y'all can hit the like button, it is very much appreciated. You see what I mean? PYP says Oscar all day long. I mean, he's shown more, so I understand. You know what I mean? Don Chachong? It's a crazy name. He said, can you wish my sister Candace a happy birthday? Turning 23. Happy birthday to Candace. I hope you have a blessed, beautiful year. You know what I mean? And I wish many more to you coming up. You know what I mean? So happy birthday to Candace. And I hope you enjoy your 23rd birthday. And I hope you have many more. And I hope you have the most positive and healthy life moving forward. If he trolling, I got something for him. So I was gonna say something crazy, but I'm not. Yo. What I fell for, it's a joke. What's the joke? Let me hear it. Candace. What, man? Why does motherfucker act like I just made like a fatal mistake? Oh, damn. What happened with Matthew? What happened? What? What happened? I'm so confused right now. I mean, it ain't that serious to me. I don't give a fuck. Wait, why y'all? What's going on with Matthew? I'm confused. Oh, all right. Let me look up that joke. I don't get it.
Oh, this could get interesting. Let's go with Hunter from Louisiana. Go, Hunter.
Hey, Brandon, can you hear me?
No.
Okay, I see how it is. Hey, so I wanted to see what you thought about this matchup. You know, I mean, we both lost to basketball schools the past month. I think my boy Mac Johnson.
That's not true.
Yeah. Look,
Against Mike Leach last year. The SEC passing record was.
yeah, then what happened after we?
You look worse.
Yeah, I bet so.
You sound like somebody that drives a Ford F-150 that the windows don't roll all the way up in.
Oh, I put the Tacoma. Wait, hold on.
Why am I?
Hey, Brandon, my sister, she wants you to tell her happy birthday. It's her 22nd birthday today.
I'm on a show. I'm on a national show. I can't stop and tell your sister happy birthday.
Look, all you say is just happy birthday, Candace. She's right here. She's not talking. She's shy.
I'm not gonna. Happy birthday, Candace. I hope this year.
Yeah, Candace, big fit in your mouth.
Yo, that's crazy. Cause when I first read it, I was gonna say it, bro. I was gonna say, can this? You know what I'm saying? I was really about to say that. That's funny as hell. Ain't that serious though? They talking about, no, why did you fall for it? Come on, man. That's funny as hell though. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yo, what is going on? Y'all going off in the chat. It's a rumble in this motherfucker. What's going on? But anyway, he said, got you. It is what it is. I ain't tripping. That was a good one, I guess. That's crazy because I usually be on top of all them jokes. I ain't tripping. That was a good. Damn. Anonymous smacked me with the wrench. Damn. Put that nigga out for 86,000 seconds. Hey, man, that's what they got the wrenches for, bro. If you see something, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers moving kind of funny. You know what I mean? You got to get him up out of here. You feel me? Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. We got 38 people. You see what I mean? I appreciate everybody that's been contributing to the chat. For the 38 people that's in the building, I got 35 likes. Let's get that up to 38. You feel me? Let's get them up there. But yeah, man. So from the 6 to 7 fight deal that Gervonta Davis is talking about, he said that he doing that 6 to 7 fight deal and that he going from the sport of boxing. It seems like Shakur Stevenson is very likely that he'll be an opponent for him. Seems like Devin Haney's on that list. He didn't seem too reluctant about rematching Ryan Garcia or Isaac Cruz, but he said that he'll be willing to take both of these guys on. And then he also mentioned Floyd Mayweather and Errol Spence, which we both know Floyd Mayweather is not fighting Gervonta Davis. And we know that Errol Spence and Gervonta Davis will never meet in a boxing ring. And the fact that he's talking about seeing Errol Spence outside of the boxing ring is uncalled for, unnecessary. You know what I mean? And he's been throwing shots at Errol a lot lately. It seems like Errol Spence has been getting very disrespected as of lately, man. Ryan Garcia coming at him. You know what I'm saying? Gervonta Davis coming at him. It seems like people lost respect for Errol Spence after that Terrence Crawford loss, it seems like. You know what I mean? Which is very confusing because at one point in time, I know that, Gervonta Davis used to be around Earl a lot when they was both coming up and they was doing their thing. So it's kind of confusing to see that just because, Errol Spence is fighting, he's promoting the fighter that's fighting Tank, all of a sudden he has some ill animosity towards him. You know what I mean? I don't really understand that at all. You know what I mean? I think it's just business at the end of the day, but Gervonta Davis is pretty much on some shit where it's like, if you're not with me, you against me. You feel me? So it is what it is. Why you saying get up? He wilding. He wilding. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, shout out to Anonymous. It's definitely the people's champ over here. Shout out to my boy. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. You know what I mean? Gervonta Davis. You know what I mean? Let's see exactly what he does next. Hopefully he gets past Frank Martin because, like I said, I think that's a pretty tough fight. Shout out to my boy Claymore Rain in the building. What up, what up, what up? You know what I'm saying? And Ryan Garcia and Earl Spence go at it. That's just what it is, man. Do I think anything's going to transpire from Ryan Garcia and Earl Spence? Absolutely not. I don't see them guys fighting each other at all. I see Ryan Garcia, going up to 47 somehow, some way, and that's even if he doesn't receive a suspension for this Austrian shit that he just tested positive for. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm gonna leave the top. I'm feeling pretty good right now, man. I'm off from work tomorrow, so you know what I mean. I'm gonna chill on here for a little bit. What we talking about? What's the boxing? What's going on in the boxing world, man? What's going on in the boxing world, man? Talk to me. What y'all want to talk about? He said, I'll catch you next time. Fuck you. How about that? How about that, Don? Don Wei Wong. That's your name. Don Wei Wong. Mariconcito. You feel me? Ha! He said, how do you feel about polygamy? God damn. Okay. If you study animals, right? Because we are animals at the end of the day. You will see that polygamy is a constant thing within animals. You see men reproduce with multiple. We see males, reproduce with multiple females, and they're able to. And that's how they go on with their life. I feel like the purpose of life is to reproduce. And populate the world. And according to biology, when you're no longer able to reproduce, then you no longer have purpose on this earth. I mean, this is what I heard throughout biology class and all types of shit. You know what I mean? I do think that polygamy is something that, is normal, should be the norm. But, with, with, society pretty much frowning upon that, it seems like monogamy is the thing that, everybody is gravitating towards. And if you are somebody that engages in polygamy, then you're frowned upon in society. You looked at as like a womanizer. You looked at as a piece of shit, essentially. You feel what I mean? So, it's polygamy for me. I wouldn't necessarily say so. I'm too busy to keep up with more than one woman. You know what I'm saying? I feel like for you to mess with multiple women, you would have to give them their time. And I don't got enough time. I got one. I'm cool with that. And I'm locked in. I'm focused. I could really give a fuck about, fucking with multiple women at this point in time. When I was 15, 16, 17 years old, and I had a lot of free time, then, that was a different situation. That's when I was out here, really testing the waters and seeing what I could get away with. But right now, I'm 26 years old. I got a son. You know what I mean? I'm balancing multiple things. You know what I mean? You know, Jordan Sher says, like Floyd said, having one girl is too close to having none at all. I mean, I hear that, but at the same time, Floyd be acting like he getting these bitches off the strength, like off his game. You know what I'm saying? When you got the money that Floyd Mayweather got, you know what I mean, and you paying these bitches how you paying them, then you know what I mean. Of course, you're gonna have multiple. Who gonna turn down free money from Floyd? That's a woman. You know what I mean? Floyd paying for that. They not fucking with him for him. I guarantee you, he take them off that payroll. He probably only have one. You feel me? He be out here tricking, bro. He can't even. He be trying to like play it like he's some type of, you know, fucking. How can I say this? Like he be talking as if like he be getting these women off the strength. You feel me? Come on, man. You be over here opening businesses for them and all types of shit. Like you not even like that. Southwest Dice says full ass Earthman. Yeah. That's what he is, bro. Yeah, I ain't never do that neither. We don't pay over here. You know what I mean? We don't pay for none of that. We don't get into none of that. Never had trouble with women. I never had to cut a check to get a woman attention. Never. Never. If you prioritize what you got going on and you about your business and you move like a real man, they're gonna come to you. That's just what it is. Yeah, paying is shot out. I never. Soon as I get the idea that you out here and you just talk and you just all about the money type shit, it's a wrap. Boxer Film said, you think looks matter in terms of what? You talking about like how men look amongst women or how women look amongst us? Because men, we look at looks first. Looks is the first thing that gets our attention, and everything afterwards, you know what I mean, is just a plus. You know what I mean? So, but it's not the ultimate thing. Looks isn't the ultimate thing, but it's the first thing that we notice. You feel me? Yeah, Tank, you shout out for that comment. Yeah, Floyd don't got the ism. That's a fact. Yeah, I mean, it all depends on the woman. Like some women, they like a handsome man. Other ones, they'll deal with an ugly dude. You know what I mean? It all depends on the woman. But me personally, the looks always play a factor with me. You know what I mean? If you represent me, you gotta have looks. You feel me? You gotta be a beautiful woman. I don't settle. I never dealt with no ugly chick. Never. You know what I mean? And women can have standards all day. You know what I mean? I ain't fucking with no man that don't make this much money, and I don't fuck with no man that's this tall, and he got to be this tall, and he got to make this much money. Bro, I can have my preferences too, and we ain't fucking with no bitches that weigh more than me. You know what I mean? We ain't fucking with no bitches that's ugly. That's just what it is. You feel me? But ain't taking a girl out for dinner, shopping is basically paying. I mean, it all depends on what your intentions are. Like if you first of all, if that's wifey, that's just you being a man and catering to your woman. You know what I'm saying? But if you just out here, you know what I mean, going for dinner and shopping just to get a woman attention, then yeah, you definitely tricking. You know what I mean? Yeah, you definitely tricking. You know what I mean? I feel like if you just looking to do whatever you want to do with them, then you should communicate that and not go out of your way to do any type of shit that's involving dinner or shopping or anything like that. But if this is somebody you dating with the intentions to take serious, then it's not really paying. You know what I mean? It's just getting to know this woman and, you know what I mean, showing them that you could provide. It all depends on what your intentions are with that woman. You know what I mean? If you have standards as a man, that means you're controlling according to the majority of women. I mean, that sounds like the feminist point of view. You know what I mean? The feminist point of view, honestly, the modern feminists. You feel what I mean? Because I think like feminists at one time, you know what I mean? I feel like it's changed throughout the course of time. Like the feminists from previously, they were the ones that wanted equality amongst women. They wanted the same. They wanted equality amongst men. They wanted to have the same opportunities that men got, get paid the same way because they doing the same job. And sometimes, according to the job, they may do a better job than men. You know what I mean? Which is very true, and I'm for that. You know what I mean? I'm for that. I think that women should get paid as much as men and things like that. And I think that they hold up their end of the bargain. However, it seems like the modern feminists, they go out of their way to try to prove that they're superior to men, which is completely contradictory to what the pure definition of feminism is. You feel what I mean? So, I don't really pay attention to that. No, I don't watch Fresh and Fit because I feel like those are a bunch of insecure ass motherfuckers that go on there and just want to talk about this. They disdain for modern women and shit like that. And they goofies to me. I don't really listen to them. You know what I mean? They goofies to me. Oh man, you need to be doing this. And you mean to tell me that you make this much money doing this? Shut the fuck up. I heard the one dude saying, "Oh man, but they have like this certain idea like every woman is supposed to be this specific way." They were clowning this one girl who was like a bottle server or whatever. Or she served cocktails or whatever, and she made 6 figures a year. You know what I'm saying? She made 6 figures a year, like serving drinks and shit. And the dude was like, "You do know that if you were never bottle serving, you know what I mean? You wouldn't be this far ahead in life. And you understand that you don't have no skills in this earth." I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up, nigga. She probably make more money than your goofy ass, and you probably sit there trying to prove to people that you so knowledgeable the whole time. She don't have to do that much, and she getting paid. Why do you feel like? I mean, not everybody is this smart person. Not everybody is wifey material. Not everybody is gonna sit home and cook and clean for their man. Not everybody is the same. People have different qualities. They go about ways. They go about living different ways. You feel me? So if she's making 6 figures a year, serving cocktails and fucking bottles, whatever the situation is, more power to her. Maybe that's just her lane, and she's found a way to, do the least and make the most money. Seem pretty intelligent to me. She making the most out of what she got. She's maximizing the cards that she was dealt to the best of her ability. You feel me? So I don't pay attention to them Fresh and Fit dudes, man. They be talking like they real men and shit. Them niggas don't stand on nothing. I open hand slap either one of them niggas, and I guarantee you they wouldn't do nothing. It just seemed like some real insecure, emotional ass niggas that, want women to follow their lead so bad. You know what I mean? But they not the type dudes that women want to follow, and that's just what it is. You feel me? Yeah, like they stay trying to they stay trying to bring these women on to embarrass them or just to try to prove that they're not worth anything. And bro, y'all weirdos, y'all so bitter. It seemed like y'all was getting played by bitches y'all whole life. So once y'all got in a situation where y'all can make a couple dollars or y'all got some type of clout, now you want to, you know what I mean, take out your childhood trauma on them or bring up you want to take out your overall trauma, your women your bad women experiences on them and shit. Yeah, they tricks, bro. I mean, I don't even know them dudes though. I don't even know their names or nothing. I be seeing little clips on social media and shit like that, but I never went out of my way to, watch any of their videos. I seen one where Kevin Samuels was like on a live stream. Now I did follow Kevin Samuels because I was an intelligent brother. You know what I mean? I watched him regularly. I used to watch his lives all the time. When he passed away, that shit hurt because, you know what I mean? I was a daily watcher of his podcast that he would go on at night. Obviously I didn't agree with everything he said, but overall, in terms of like what his message was, he was a very intelligent man. You know what I'm saying? So rest in peace to Kevin Samuels, man. I think, and I've seen a lot of people celebrating his death, which was very weird. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I thought that he had a certain message. He wanted to keep black families together in the same home. And, you know, he was really pushing for traditional women and traditional men to be a more consistent thing. And Candace Owens, I think she's an intelligent woman. You know what I mean? But I do think that she be cooning, bro. She definitely be cooning. Very intelligent though, which is upsetting because I think that's the worst type of coon. It's like the ones that, you know, they're intelligent, they know what they're doing, but they still go out of their way to, you know, act like they're oblivious to certain shit. I would love to see Candace Owens and Dr. Umar do a debate, though. I would love to see that debate. Kevin Samuels is definitely him. Definitely him. And you know what's sad, bro? Ain't nobody gonna be able to replicate what that man did. The swag, you know what I mean, the confidence, the intelligence, how great of a debater he was, bro. We ain't never gonna have somebody like that again. You know what I'm saying? But fucking with them young bitches, man, that's what happened. When you get to a certain age, you can't keep up with them young Johns no more. Shit. You need to be sipping that Red Bull every podcast. You can't be getting you can't be getting your blood pressure up like that, then go fuck on a young bitch. He said Candace a female showbiz. That's fucking wild. I ain't even gonna give Showbiz that much credit. I don't think he's as intelligent as Candace. Candace is very intelligent. She just, I don't know. She got a little bit of coon in her. Definitely got some coon in her. Heavy coon in her blood. But all right, let's get a few more questions before I get up out of here, man. Let's talk some boxing. People on here, man, it's supposed to be a boxing show, man. You're not even talking any boxing, man. You're talking about women, man. I don't want to hear about women, man. I deal with women rejecting me all the time. I don't want to hear about women. Who is Kevin Samuels? They don't want to hear that. Let's get a few more boxing questions before I get up out of here, man. Showbiz definitely a weirdo, though. He be tap dancing for sure. For sure. I can't wait to run into him. I don't know if he'd be at fights or whatever, but I would love to call him a goofy to his face. He'd definitely be tap dancing. They're like, Showbiz, I tell you what. I want you to make a video, you know, hyping up our guy. You know what I'm saying? I want you to hype up our guy, Ryan Garcia. And, you know, I know you're a big channel, so you're probably going to want something in exchange for it. But guess what I have? Oh, don't tell me you got what I was looking for this whole time. Oh, yes, it is. It's grape drink. Oh, I've been looking for this grape drink for so long, Bosa. Oh, yeah, you know what else I got with it? Oh, don't tell me it's chicken. Oh. Yep, that's Showbiz. Eat and drink up there, Showbiz. I had a video out by tomorrow, Bossa. Yep, that's him right there. Yeah, Showbiz be sniffing Ryan drawers fresh out the hamper. Fresh out the dirty clothes. Yeah. What's the most important style in boxing? What you mean by that? Like the most effective? I don't know. I'm assuming. I mean, I would say the hit and not get hit style. I feel like that's the most important style, because that's what allows you to be in the sport as long as you can be. You know, it saves you from having future health issues and, you know, yeah, it's definitely the hit and not get hit style. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously you need to hit the person to pile up points, and you want to make them miss so you can avoid taking punishment and get out of the fight as, you know, unscathed as possible. So it's definitely the hit and not get hit style. That's what makes you last in the sport. That's what, you know, helps you get the wins under your belt, and it takes you out of them dangerous situations where, you know what I mean, you might have a career-ending injury, or, you know, you may sustain a cut that could cause you to fight. You know what I mean? That'll always be the most important style, and that's essentially what boxing is: hit and not get hit. So, you know, if you got a brawler type style where you take two punches to get one, who takes that? If you take two punches to get one, then you know, you might not last as long as somebody like B-Hop, who prioritized the idea of, you know, prioritizing defense. That style works against non-power punchers. I could show you fights where it's worked against punchers. I could show you to where that's worked against punchers all the time. If you want an example, go look at Wilfred Benitez versus Roberto Duran. The hit and not get hit style was on full display, and Roberto Duran was a huge puncher, and he got completely schooled. Floyd Mayweather versus Miguel Cotto, he got hit though. So let's say Floyd Mayweather versus Canelo Alvarez. The hit and not get hit style had a lot of effect against it definitely worked against the big puncher that was Canelo Alvarez. You see what I mean? No, that works against non-power, but it works for everybody. Who takes a loss in 2024? I'm gonna say Frank Martin. I'm gonna say Alexander Usyk. I think Tyson Fury gonna beat him. Damn, but it's gonna be so hard for me to see. It's gonna be so hard for me to envision Usyk losing though. Power punches with ring IQ. Roberto Duran didn't have ring IQ. You gotta sit this one out, Terrence. You making some bad points right now, my brother. You my guy, but you gotta sit down a little bit. You said Leon Paro. That's possible. Who else? Let me think. Cody Crawley. Cody Crawley definitely taking the L. Shit. AB is gonna lose. I think Blair Kyle's gonna upset him. I did see that stop motion. We had that in the group chat. I was clowning that poster earlier. Let's check this out. Don King completely disrespected AB, bro. I don't know who made that poster. I thought it was a 90-year-old Don King, but let's check it out. I posted it in the group chat earlier. Let me find it. Look. So this is on Michael Benson's page. It says official fight poster for Don King's show on June 7th, including Adrian Broner versus Barry Cobbs, advertised in the bottom right with the caption, "If Broner shows up." So you would think that on June 7th, Adrian Broner and Blair Cobbs would be the big picture on the poster. Apparently it wasn't. If you look at this picture right here, Adrian Broner is right there with Blair Cobbs. While the WBC cruiserweight title is going to be on the line with that big picture. You know what I mean? So they put some cruiserweights that we don't fucking know as the main picture, and then Adrian Broner as the small picture. You see what I mean? And it says, it emphasizes, if Broner shows up. So I don't know if Adrian Broner and Don King got some sort of issue. I don't know what the situation is, but if they're going out here saying if Broner shows up, there must have been multiple times where Adrian Broner was supposed to show up to a fight and he didn't, or he pulled out of a fight. You see what I mean? So that's probably them just, you know, letting Adrian Broner know, like, you know, you're not about to be the star in this situation if you keep pulling out. We ain't gonna give you the respect you deserve, or you feel like you deserve, if you keep fucking us over. You see what I mean? Stop motion said, I got Cody Crowley's suit and tie ready. Yeah, you know that shit. Yeah. Don King got a bigger picture than Adrian Broner and Blair Cobbs. That's crazy. Jesus is Lord. Amen. Virgil or Tim Zoo, who you got? Bro, I don't even fucking know, bro. I want to rock with Tim Zoo, but Virgil could punch like a son of a bitch. He got a great gas tank, and he let his fucking hands go. You see what I mean? But Tim Zoo is strong. He got good punching power. I don't know. Maybe Virgil's power with his volume could probably overwhelm Tim Zoo. He said Don the GOAT for this shit. Yo, Don King don't give a fuck, bro. I got Tim Zoo. But damn, I think Virgil could pull it off too, man. Tim could punch. Yeah, he can punch. I got Zoo right now. I'm gonna go with Zoo. That's tough though, man. That shit could go either way for real. But Zoo is the naturally bigger guy. He's a career 154. Virgil moved up from as low as 140. Hergovich beats Dubois. I believe so too. Hergovich might stop Dubois. Dubois, I don't know. He's soft, bro. I think he only beat Gerald Miller because Gerald Miller wasn't in shape. Shit. Big Jared Anderson might lose. If Wilder clip him. And Pitbull does beat Ryo. Yes, he does. Ryo don't got the best defense, man. And I don't think that Ryo got the offense necessary to clip Pitbull. I think he throw a lot of shots wide, and I think that Pitbull is gonna be catching a lot of them shots on the high guard. You feel me? So I think he'd be all right. Pitbull should have fought Edwin. Yo, did anybody know that Edwin De Los Santos is 24? That nigga got a whole old nigga hairline. Old nigga hairline. He 24 years old. He younger than me. Ain't that some shit? Pitbull got a tighter defense. Yeah, I think he'll catch all that close shit. I think he'll catch all that wide shit that Ryo be throwing. He be throwing wide ass hooks and all that shit. I'm surprised he caught Colbert with that wide ass hook he threw. Loma beats Cambosis, he seemed very confident for some reason, man. The only way he beats Loma is if Loma gets old overnight. That's the only way. Gary Antoine beats Edwin. That's another good fight. Edwin versus Matias. Ooh-wee. Matias would stop Edwin, I think. He gonna sit there and try to bang with Matias. That shit ain't gonna go well. Cambosa's a British level fighter, and Teofimo lost to that man. Ain't that some shit? That's embarrassing, bro. I still got Bivol over Better Beef if it happens this year. Damn. I might be rocking with Bivol too, man. It seemed like Better Beef body breaking down on him. For real. Matias and Paro, I think it's in June, right? Yep, I got Bam over Estrada. Anonymous got all the good picks. Yep, I'm rocking with Bam all day. It was supposed to be Matias versus Elvis Rodriguez, but I think somebody on Elvis Rodriguez's team was like pricing themselves out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Why you hope Estrada beats Bam, dog? Why you hating on my boy Bam? Yeah, Elvis don't got what it take to deal with Matias. I think Matias would have folded him. He would have got stopped for the first time in his career. Matias gonna hurt Pitbull. Now that's a fucking fight right there. I think that's one of the best fights to make at 140. Pitbull just ran into so much money he don't even dig it. Like him running through Rolly was like the best. That was the best choice he ever made. He about to make so much money at 140, bro. I wouldn't go back down to 35 if I was him. For what? What I gotta go back down to 35 for? I understand I'm small, I'm undersized, but bro, you a legitimate world champion at 140 right now. 140 is the hottest division in boxing right now. Why would you go down to 35? Ain't nobody at 35 fighting each other. Tank not rematching you, bro. Let it go. Stay your ass at 140. You know what I mean? Defend your titles, get a couple wins under your jaw, and cash out in the unification fight. You know what I mean? If Devin around and defend his WBC, fight him. You know what I mean? If you get an opportunity against Subrel, you can fight him. Tiafimo, you can fight him. Shit, Ryan Garcia keep calling your name out. You can fight him. Pitbull got options. He probably got some of the best options currently in boxing right now. For sure. Amongst champions. Who you got, Pitbull or Devin? I think Devin outboxes the shit out of Pitbull. I don't think Pitbull gets close to him. But if he sit there like he did against Ryan, he might get himself in trouble. Now, Edgar Berlanga, yo, check this out. So, you know how Edgar Berlanga out here talking about Mexico versus Puerto Rico, Mexico versus Puerto Rico, Mexican superstar versus Puerto Rican superstar. Oh, nigga, Subriel versus Pitbull Cruz is the fight. Is the Puerto Rico versus Mexico fight that we want, not that one. Mexico versus Puerto Rico, Subriel versus Pitbull. Simple and plain. That's a Mexico versus Puerto Rico fight right there. That's a fucking war. That's something that'll sell. Don't nobody want to see Berlanga get his ass whooped by no Canelo Alvarez. And Canelo Alvarez walks away with a 3-fight deal, with Edgar being the icing on the cake. Pause. Get the fuck out of here. Mexico gonna get fucked up. He fight. Man, listen. I got Matias over Pitbull. Yeah, bro. Oscar De La Hoya called Matias a Dominican. I don't know if he was trying to be funny or he just miscalculated or what. But I thought that was kind of disrespectful, man. Like, Subriel be rocking his Puerto Rican flag and all that. You got your ass whooped by a Puerto Rican, sir. You know what I'm saying? So that shit was kind of weird. Calling him like a Mexican champion or whatever. I mean, you know he ain't Dominican. Like, what the fuck wrong with you, nigga? Matias from the island, bro. What's wrong with you? Oscar De La Hoya probably had a whole brick up his nose and shit. Couldn't think straight. Matias gonna beat Pitbull. Might be the first time we see Pitbull ever get fazed by some shots. Yeah, bro, that motherfucker Pitbull act like he don't be fazed by shit. I got John Beck over at Adames too. I think he fuck around. Stop Adames. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I seen Adames rumble before against Patrick Teixeira. I see his weaknesses. All right, Ray Davis, I holler at you, baby. He said, Bud, NUA, and Matias, those your favorite fighters? I'm going to go with Benavidez, Boots, Bam. I probably got Boots number 1 for real. Yeah, I seen Oscar music video. Yeah, he shot the fuck out. But I like this version of De La Hoya in comparison to the other one because now De La Hoya living in his truth. You feel me? Like, he is who he is. And he ain't about to hide that shit for nobody. For the longest, De La Hoya was hiding who he really was, which is an old kinky-ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? But now, you know what I'm saying, that's all exposed. That's out there. So now he's just going to do whatever the fuck he want with his life. I respect that more than a motherfucker who out here hiding who they really is. He's showing you who he is. That's just him. He nasty like that. You feel me? So it is what it is. You said he was breastfed to the age of 3. Where the hell you get that from? Cokehead Oscar, the best Oscar. That's a fact. Who the fuck said Cruz is best breastfed till 3? That's crazy. Hella calcium in his body. Shit. Who the hell said that? Yo, you said you just joking and shit. I was like, where the fuck you get that information from? But all right, y'all, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I've been on here for 2 hours and some change, and I'm starting to feel the effects of it, man. I'm fucking tired. I'm gonna give me some sleep so I could, wake up later on tomorrow morning, and I'm gonna put out some videos for y'all to enjoy, man. So I'm gonna be up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody that was tuned in on the channel. Like I said, my apologies for those who have been blocked from the channel. I fixed that situation, and I could reassure you guys moving forward that would not be a thing happening again, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. We got 30 people. If y'all haven't hit the like button already, man, hit the like button on the way out. As always, man, I holler at y'all, man. You know what I mean? I hope y'all have a blessed, beautiful night. I'm up out of here, man. Peace.